We can go across to Nimesh now to fill us in with all the information that he's picking up in terms of D-Street chatter. Nimesh, tell us what are you picking up?
Well, the good part, Nigel, is that the momentum continues on the upside and it's backed by FI buying as well. Basically, I mean the institutional buying, right? It's not only the FIs, and that was a number yesterday as well. Even today looks like there will be good participation on the buy side from the institution. So that's from a flow perspective. I guess now after few days of consolidation in the large cap names, now it's spilled over to the broader markets as well. The mid cap index is of 1%. A lot of individual stocks are buzzing in trade. That was not the case for the last many days. Only select stocks were doing good. Now it looks like it's across the board. There is a bit of momentum in the broader markets today. From a sector perspective, two sectors stands out. One is real estate and the other one is cement. Both are well bid by large institutions. When I mean there is buying interest from large institutions in these two sectors. I guess technically we are towards the upper end of the band now. 22,350, 22,400 seems to be a resistance zone. So maybe you'll see a bit of a pull down from those levels. But the other interesting to highlight is the VIX. The India VIX is a near all-time low levels now. Historically, we've seen around these levels, the market tends to be a little sideways, and then they trade in a very narrow band for a 1 month period. So looks like from here on, it'll be a very individual stock. And maybe the Nifty and the Bank Nifty may be a bit range bound. That's the overall feedback. But from a flow perspective, the momentum is backed by institutional buying as well.
Okay, all right. Nimesh, what about individual stocks? What are you picking up?
So in terms of individual names, the first stock is DLF. I spoke about a bit of interest back in the real estate stocks. DLF stands out. It's been buzzing in trade as well on large buying interest from larger FIs. Interestingly, there was a Morgan Stanley note in the morning, and they had put out a tactical buy report as well, suggesting that the DLF could do well, at least in the short term. So that's the first name. The second stock is Max Financial. This is interesting. Couple of interesting reports since morning. CLSA today put out a note. They've raised the target price in Max Financial to 1,400, and even Ambit has put out a note. They have initiated coverage on the stock as well. However, the stock is off the day's high, largely because of bid offers from larger FIs. So looks like at lower levels, there are some bid blocks happening in Max Financial in today's market. The third stock is SAIL. Within the metal names, this SAIL stands out largely on back of strong buying interest from larger FIs, so larger HNI. So looks like some HNI interest seems to be back in SAIL of late. And the last one is Zomato. In a good market with the mid-cap indexes of 1%, Zomato is under pressure, largely on sell flow. So expect very high delivery volumes on the sell side in Zomato in today's market.
Okay, got that. Thanks very much, Nimesh, for all the action coming in from the dealing rooms today and all the buzz. Let's move on now. Heavy industry.